I'm supposed to go and support my brother instead of going ahead and support the other person. So I just want Mr. Mtombenhle to just talk on that one as well. Tombe.
Tombe.
Hi, sorry. My name is Mtombenhle Khathwane, and I am in South Africa. I have a manufacturing company where we manufacture natural personal care products and eco-friendly household products, and we sell in retail in South Africa and neighboring African countries. And my passion is to see more female entrepreneurs going into manufacturing. I was hoping that COVID was an opportunity to promote. Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go on.
Yeah, I was hoping that we could use COVID as a way to promote manufacturing in Africa, because COVID was a very good example of our heavy reliance on China. Even I, as a company, had some major disruptions in my supply chain because some parts of my supply chain come from China. And I'm very passionate about what everyone else has been speaking on the platform regarding education, regarding technology. But I feel like the quick wins that we can have are in things such as manufacturing and localizing production and seeing more women involved in that. My company is very much all about SDG 5 and seeing and assisting more women getting into entrepreneurship. And also, you know, as well as I can speak about technology and digital and AI, the majority of the people that I hire in my factory are the unemployable youth, the youth who will never be able to make it into an AI economy. So it's important for us to look at how to balance that, what we can do now, when now, creates inclusivity now and prosperity for all now. And I think manufacturing, production locally, and getting women into mainstream economy is one of those quick wins that I'm really passionate about.
All right, so can I see this? We've seen during this corona pandemic, a lot of African countries actually striving, you know, to produce their own product, especially when it's about product, talking about medical equipment. We've seen Senegal, they were also developing their own some medical facility. We've seen Nigeria and some other African countries. Do you think the COVID-19 should be seen as a learning point for us Africans to start investing in ourselves? Because when COVID came, there was a complete total shutdown for Africa. Let's say for those that were dependent on China, America, UK, and those other European countries, you know, we are completely shut down. So can we see this COVID as a blessing in disguise to see how we reflect back as an African and start producing our own products? Or
I really hope so. It would be, you know, it will be a highlight of poor leadership if we do not see a shift in the focus towards localizing production. I mean, very, very many simple things and essential things could be manufactured on the continent and create massive amounts of jobs if we just made decisions, or our leadership made decisions to promote manufacturing in Africa. So I really hope that we are going to see our governments, because we do need policy support in this regard. And, you know, with policy support, then we'd be able to get the funding support or get funding directed towards African manufacturing. So yeah, I'm really, really hoping so. Otherwise, if we don't see increased manufacturing and localization in Africa, then it'd be an indicator further that we have really, really poor leadership on the continent.
Finally, just briefly, how do we decentralize our domestic product within the African continent? So what is there in Africa, remain in Africa? And how do we go about those decentralization policy for Africa, for our domestic product? Let's say you have South Africa and all of this stuff.
Oh, I mean, there's so much that still needs to be put in place and fixed. You know, we need to get the free trade agreement working, first of all. You know, we need countries to focus on the things that they're really, really good at. I mean, the fact that we produce diamonds in South Africa, in Botswana, in in Zimbabwe, but the hub for cutting and polishing diamonds is in Surat in India, is indicative of the fact that we are not talking to each other, not planning together and looking at our strengths per country, per region, and working together. And I mean, just fixing things such as logistics, you know, I need to be able to send products from South Africa to Nigeria with no problem, you know, whether it's a rail network or whatever infrastructure. There's a lot that we still need to fix